Pike Road School will begin its third year of operation in August with the same crowded classrooms they had from the start. A product perhaps of more demand than supply.
Former State School Superintendent Ed Richardson is still guiding the area's newest school, and he helped them hire a new Pike Road superintendent. News anchor Tim Lennox takes an in-depth look at the Montgomery area's newest school system in his Alabama News Network iTeam Extra Pike Road Report Card.
Before there was a Pike Road school or a curriculum or even books, there was Dr. Ed Richardson. Pike Road hired the former state school superintendent as an advisor to build the system from scratch. The school was designed to be so different they had to come up with new titles. Students at Pike Road are called learners, and teachers are lead learners. We spoke with one teacher, or lead learner, at the 2015 school dedication. She described a system with a lot less structure than other schools.
I don't have a desk or a chair. I don't sit. You go out. I mean, we're outside, we're in here, we're all over the place, we're in the gym, we're exploring, we're going with whatever questions that they offer. We investigate that. Somebody says, well, hey, what if we need to do this? Then let's take that route and take that tangent and go with it.
Dr. Ed Richardson.
I think that anytime you change the vocabulary, anytime you don't have some precise grades that people recognize, they're going to be upset.
There was ample criticism of the Pike Road school when we spoke with residents of Pike Road off the record, but they would not go on camera nor allow their names to be used because they say the issue has split the community so badly that they feared retribution. There are critical comments about the school online, including those of one parent who visited the school to see if it would be a good fit for his kids. He wrote about complete chaos, and he said he was told by one official, "We have some that cheat and we don't care as long as they know it." Another wrote, "Has this hippie curriculum been tested and shown effective in other school systems?" The grumbling got the attention of Richardson and others. He scheduled a series of meetings to hear from parents. About 20% of the parents took part. They wrote down positives and negatives about the school. Toward the top of the what we like list, patriotism, prayer, and no excessive homework. The lists grew longer. They did not call the second list what we do not like. Instead, it was titled what needs improvement. Those comments include a call for more structure and discipline. A third list said the school needed more communication with parents. The parents who would talk with us on camera mostly said they were pleased with the improvements after Pike Road's rough start. Mona Hurston moved her 5- and 6-year-old sons from St. James Private School in Montgomery to Pike Road. She admits there have been some growing pains.
I go to all the board meetings. I'm in a parent advisory group. I feel like I'm pretty well informed, and all of the issues that have come up in public comment or that I've seen personally in the school, the administration is aware of, and I see that they put plans in place, and that's really what I ask for. You know, that once issues arise, that there's a clear plan in place to correct those things.
Parent Julie Davis moved her child from a Montgomery magnet school to Pike Road.
It was a lot of, chaos and stuff the first year and stuff. And so, but it was getting past the first year and stuff. And so, like I said, the second year was a dramatic change from the first year.
The educator who has been the superintendent for Pike Road's first 2 years signed a 5-year contract, but she's leaving midstream. We asked Suzanne Freeman how she might explain to her students the reason she's breaking her contract, her legal promise.
Well, sometimes you feel led to do other things in life, and sometimes you have to just make a choice with what you know. You have to consider your options. You have to think about it, pray about it, and then if you feel like, my thing has always been, don't make a decision if you don't have clarity on what to do. But if you think about it and you pray about it and you get comfortable with it and you feel like that's the right thing, that God wants you to do that, then go ahead and make that decision.
Dr. Richardson says Freeman's departure was a big disappointment and changed the way the board interviewed candidates for her replacement.
We don't want Pike Road. We want this superintendent that's selected by the board to be there for a long time. That gives you some predictability, some comfort. Everybody says, well, I may not like what this superintendent's doing, but I understand the rationale for it, and we know he's not going off, or she, in a wild blue yonder. So once people get comfortable with the system and with the superintendent, I think a lot of this will settle down.
Richardson advised the board to fill the vacancy quickly before the end of the school year, and they did. They voted to hire Dothan Superintendent Charles Ledbetter. The first day of school for Pike Road is August the 10th. In addition to adjusting to a new superintendent and the continuing problems with crowding, the town will be working to finish renovating a building that used to be the United Pentecostal Church Consolidated School. It will become the Pike Road Middle School after a $5 million renovation. Tim Lennox for the Alabama News Network I-Team in Montgomery.
Thank you, Tim. And the next challenge for the Pike Road officials is attracting more businesses. They need the tax revenue from those stores to pay for the new middle school and the high school that will follow on 80 acres of land that have been donated. Stay with us. We'll be right back.